Florida is no stranger to mold problems. It thrives in environments with high humidity and moisture. So if you're a renter, what happens if you find mold in your home or apartment? Who's responsible for that? 10 Tampa Bay's Megan Myers is investigating what you need to know.
I saw a couple water spots on my ceiling, so I immediately sent pictures to the leasing office.
Melissa Cellurale rents an apartment in St. Petersburg and says she's been dealing with a leaky roof for months.
That was never fixed, and 13 and a half months later, I was just living in a complete nightmare. There had been mold that developed behind my picture frames on the wall above my bed.
She says she made several complaints, but nothing was done.
I just felt like I was living in a very toxic place.
Law professor Jeffrey Schwartz says when it comes to addressing mold here in Florida, there are two statutes that come into play. The first is Statute 8351.
The landlord at all times during the tenancy shall comply with the requirements of applicable building, housing, and health codes. Mold clearly falls under that definition. So it is the responsibility of the landlord.
But that doesn't release tenants from any responsibility. That's where Statute 8352 comes in,
which says the tenant shall at all times keep that part of the premises which he or she occupies and uses clean and sanitary, or not destroy, deface, or damage or impair the property.
Schwartz says in his experience, most of the time it's not the renter's fault. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, landlords don't address the issue.
Especially in low-income housing, there's a lot of problems there where landlords just don't fix anything.
When this happens, Schwartz says legal action must be the next step.
You can take it to court, or you can place the landlord on notice and end the tenancy.
And documentation to show proof is key, like pictures, videos, and emails.
In particular, if there is a lease, which many of these things are spelled out in a lease, you can claim that the landlord has failed to comply with the lease, put them on notice that you are canceling the lease and you are moving out.
For Melissa Cellurale, she's now exploring taking her issue to court while she finds a new place to live.
It was and is still such a battle.
In St. Petersburg, Megan Myers, 10 Tampa Bay.
Now, the Florida Department of Health lists several health problems that can be caused by mold, including toxic effects, allergic illnesses, and infections. They say there are certain people who may be affected more quickly and more severely, like babies, people who are elderly, and those with a weakened immune system. You can find more on 10tampabay.com.